It's day 3 of my midwinter Central Oregon adventure, and I'm in Sisters, Oregon. Yesterday, Eric and I explored and camped in the high desert, and 2 days ago was my solo night up in the Cascades.
Well, I've met up with Jason from Primal Outdoors, and we are headed up. It's a foggy day here in Central Oregon. I don't know if we're going to manage to get up above it or not.
For the rest of today, mostly cloudy. A slight chance of rain and snow showers in the morning, then a chance of rain and snow showers in the afternoon.
If you subscribe to my channel, you probably already watch Jason of Primal Outdoors. But if you don't, you definitely should check it out. Really beautiful videos capturing not just the scenery, but captures the feel of being out there. Jason's videos are really a pleasure to watch. Looks like we got out of the fog a little bit here. That's good. Well, as you heard on the weather report, there may be rain or snow this evening, so it's fairly early. I got plenty of time. I'm gonna go ahead and set up both awnings. That'll also just keep me cozier at camp. All right, that didn't take too long. Got camp set up. I decided to put up both awnings because it may rain or snow tonight. It also just makes it cozier around camp. I wasn't paying attention when I parked the car. I got a little too close to this rock right where the pole of my awning needed to be. So I just took a couple of sections out of the pole and set it up right on the rock.
For those of you who don't already watch Primal Outdoors, Jason drives a Ford F-250 and pulls a sweet little custom-built trailer made by Drifter Trailers. You'll spot some Unistrut here and there on Jason's rig. Jason and I first crossed paths when he saw my Unistrut roof rack video and decided to adapt the idea to fit his own needs.
Video, and I'll post a link to that video up in the corner. He's from another YouTube channel where a guy made a complete roof rack for his Subaru out of Unistrut.
Jason actually lives and travels full-time out of this setup, and it's impressive how well he has dialed it in.
A propane tank up here sitting on your trailer, but it's actually plumbed so you can hook up your stove.
Yeah, everything's plumbed to the back with quick connects. So I have the scuttle here connects up to it. The little propane burner up there that I use for boiling water, and my bush pot connects up to it. and then the hose coming out the back there goes to my Mr. Buddy heater inside, and it connects up to it.
We don't need to hunt down any firewood today, as Jason has a supply left over from last night. Jason's videos have inspired me to make firewood gathering a regular element of my own adventures rather than packing firewood into the car ahead of time, and I've come to really appreciate this process. For now, let's just enjoy Jason's fire building techniques. Now this fire is a thing of beauty. With camp all set up and the fire crackling in the fire ring, we've got a little time to check out our site.
Pretty accessible.
I've been enjoying watching Jason pilot his drone, as this is something I'd like to be doing. I love seeing aerial captures of the surrounding wilderness, and hope I can start bringing some of this to you this year. Be sure to watch Jason's video of our excursion over on the Primal Outdoors channel to see this drone footage he's capturing. As a full-time YouTuber, Jason is always hard at work capturing content for his channel.
Basically hanging out by the fire. It's
time to make some dinner, and we're both filming a cooking segment, so I'm trying to keep my noise level down. To avoid having cooking oil ooze out into my kitchen stuff, I've packed some coconut oil in the cooler, which stays solid at lower temperatures but is great to cook with. Now I'm adding some boneless, skinless chicken thighs, which I pre-cut into smaller chunks at home. Okay, I've got that chicken browned up. I'm just going to set that aside for now. And I've cut up some onion. I'm going to get that going. Alright, I'm going to pull the onions off. We'll get the mushrooms going.
Well, as mushrooms are starting to saute, I'm going to go ahead and cut up the bell pepper. All right, I'm going to take the mushrooms off and then start sauteing the bell pepper. I'm going to go ahead and let the green beans saute with those bell peppers. That should be about right. So this is one of my camping go-tos because ultimately it's a simple meal. I know I cooked every single ingredient separately, but I think it goes faster that way rather than having them all piled together, and then they saute up better. And that little, when you get that little crispy edge, that little burnt edge on things, that brings out the flavor in the food.
Now that all the ingredients are nicely sauteed, I've put everything back in the pan.
So I'm using this masala simmer sauce from Trader Joe's. It's really tasty as is. But to really finish it off, add an equal amount of coconut milk, finishes it off perfectly. Just let that simmer together for a while. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good.
Jason has cooked his meal right in the campfire, and it smells fantastic.
Cheers to a good camp. We got a little bit of each of our stuff. So what did you make?
So this is sort of an Indian curry. It's a kind of a coconut curry with chicken and vegetables.
Mine is kind of a subscriber, kind of a combination of what some subscribers left me on a video, which basically is some cut up chunks of steak, potatoes, onions, peppers, and then I did like Montreal steak seasoning.
Gonna throw together, I got some leftover Christmas ham and some cheese and some eggs and just cook it all up together. I'm gonna throw some chunks of cheese in there and just let them start to melt a little bit. And then we'll get the eggs right in there with them.
I like eggs with runny yolks, but I'm not very fond of egg whites, so I often will scramble the whites of both eggs with the yolk of one egg while leaving the other yolk intact.
I'm just going to put a pan lid over the top to help finish off that solid egg.
Jason's got his breakfast underway as well.
One thing I would like to mention is for the people who would want to help out or support the content I'm creating. I do have my own coffee branded after my dogs. Right now I'm about ready to make some Wheeler Reserve, but I also have Daisy Cafe. You can find this on my website. Like I said, if you want to kind of check it out and try some, it's great for camping.
Well, my egg got a little overcooked while I was peeking at Jason's breakfast, but this is still tasty and satisfying.
Well, we've had a nice relaxed morning. We each cooked our breakfasts and filmed our YouTube clips and just been hanging out chatting a little bit, and but it's about time to get things cleaned up, packed away, and head our separate ways. So the adventure weekend is over for me, heading back to Eugene, and Jason will still be out there somewhere. Well, Jason, it was great to meet you. I really enjoyed getting together with you and hitting a trail and camping out and just talking YouTube stuff. It was really nice, and what a great day it was.
Yeah, no problem. It was great to meet you too. And like I said, I came across your video when you did that Unistrut, and I have done tons of stuff with Unistrut since after watching that. So it's great for me to meet you as well, and I'm looking forward to hopefully more trips together in the future.
Sounds good. So we've got camp all packed up, and I'm headed back to Eugene. So just time to air up and head home.